Salut les amis, c'est Niral56. On se retrouve sur Red Dead Redemption 2 sur la bêta, le mode en ligne. Alors let's go. Envoyer, j'ai lu accepter. Ok, c'est parti.
Okay, Sheriff. Here they are.
Tell the Marshal this ain't how we do things here. But I'll oblige him this once. All right. Let's see what we got.
Là là je choisis soit un homme, soit une femme. Ok, on va choisir un homme.
All right, then. Deputy, would you please?
Là il a une sale gueule quand même.
I'm gonna need your details.
Alors non. Bah, Niral. Hop. Effet apparence. Il y a combien d'apparence?
You
15.
aren't going anywhere, and neither am I.
Je ferai une petite coupure, je pense, les amis, à la fin du personnage, pour bien que je choisis mon perso. Hop. Voilà, les amis, regardez. J'ai fait ce personnage-là. Alors, qu'est-ce que je peux mettre? 100 fois. Énergie, c'est pas mal, énergie, mais santé aussi. Du coup, je peux pas tout retirer, ok. Je vais mettre santé. Je remets une autre santé, non? Santé, c'est pas mal, ouais. On va mettre que de la santé. Hop, retour, confirmé.
Well,
C'est parti.
then you need your portrait took. Hold up your fingers.
Allez, on imprime.
Hold it.
Viral 56, 48 874.
Jackson! Officer Jackson, move those prisoners. Officer Benton, kitchens these staff. Officer Townsend, those rocks ain't gonna break themselves. What are you standing there for? Get moving. What are you looking at? Go on, get moving.
You with the hammer? And you'll do. We need to perform a work detail out near Tumbleweed. Come on, get in. Open the gate. Come on, Milliken. Yeah! I tell you what, old Jameson is a wretched, sour old bastard, and no mistake. You lot stay calm in there.
You aren't saying nothing.
Well, you are now. Shut up. You know, my wife has acquired ideas significantly above her station. She's been reading too many goddamn books. Personally, I'm against education. Of women, I mean. And men, I guess. Unnecessary. Doesn't add much to the world. Education.
Good day, gentlemen.
Oh.
Don't do anything stupid. Nobody gets shot. Act like fools, and the pair of you will be dead within a minute. Now, what are your names?
Jenkins and Milliken.
Well, Mr. Jenkins and Mr. Milliken, throw your guns to the ground and get on down here. That's it. Very glad to meet you. It's not worth being rash. You boys get paid a salary. You get that salary whether these people escape or not. Your wives presumably want you alive. Let them out. Now, please.
Okay. Okay.
You all run away. Aside from you. Try to stay out of trouble. This is a stroke of good fortune for all of you. Use it. Now, Mr. Jenkins and Mr. Milliken, be so kind as to quickly run away before somebody gets shot entirely unnecessarily. Go on, don't look back. Mr. Wendt, I believe it was $50 we agreed on.
It was.
Here's 50 each.
Each?
Yes. Now get out of here, both of you. My employer and I appreciate your professionalism.
All we did was stand there and look tough.
And you did it fantastically well. Good day, gentlemen. Now, sir, how about you pick up these guns and we move out? My mistress is waiting for us.
Et voilà, sortie de prison. Alors,
Come along.
c'est mon personnage un
Get
petit
on
peu.
this horse.
Par ses
I'll
amis.
wait on you. I've waited some time already, but there is some urgency.
Ça fait
It's not
bizarre
much of
avec
an
un autre
animal, but
personnage.
I haven't got far to ride. Must be odd being out of those leg irons. Get on the horse when you're ready. Ready? Wonderful.
Allez, on va le suivre.
I hope you'll forgive the secrecy. My employer particularly values discretion. My name is Mr. Horley, by the way. 6 months at Sisika Penitentiary, awaiting a hanging for a murder you did not commit. Must have felt a whole lot longer, my friend. You still seem strong, though. I mean, doesn't look like breaking all those rocks has left you entirely broken, in body or in spirit. I hope I am right about that. Rounding you folks up, and those sham trials, they were a disgrace. Made a mockery of the rule of law. Still can't quite believe they got away with it. There's others convicted when you were. Came out breathing fire. Maybe you're like that too. Guess we'll see. Or maybe you just want to put it all behind you, forget you were in there at all. That would be fine, of course, but you will listen to my mistress first. A good sum getting you folks out. You owe her an audience, at least. She's just up here. There's the camp. Get your horse.
Je vais attacher mon cheval.
Tie it here.
Je sais comment l'attacher, gros. Par contre, dans le désert, j'ai jamais été. Je peux débloquer
This way.
toute la carte en plus.
She's anxious to meet you. Madam, we're back.
Hello. Jessica Leclerc, how do you do? What did you tell him?
Nothing, as we discussed.
Thank you, Hawley. I do hope we haven't inconvenienced you dreadfully. But seeing as you were due to be hanged in a week, I'm sure you don't object too strongly. I know you're innocent. Well, not perhaps exactly innocent, but not guilty of what you were accused. I know you and those who were with you that died were little more than patsies, and that you were set up by one of 3 men or a woman, possibly by all of them. I can't be sure, but that is all I know so far.
And one of these people also made Mrs. Leclerc a widow.
And I will avenge my husband's death, so help me God. But I will not avenge it upon them who did not cause it, or caused it unwittingly. Anyway, I'm sure this is all a touch confusing and melodramatic. Where are my manners? Hawley, please show our guests to their tent and give them some fresh clothes to put on.
Very good, madam.
Then serve us both a little refreshment.
Certainly, madam. This way.
Ok,
You'll
on
find a
va
change of
manger
clothes
et
in there,
s'habiller.
alongside a few other items you might need, a lasso, a knife, and a lantern,
Plutôt un
I
lasso.
believe.
Une lanterne. Alors, s'habiller, chapeau. Ouais. Ou sans chapeau peut-être. Avec ou sans chapeau, on va mettre. Manteau. Ouais, ça on a que ça. On va changer la couleur. Gilet. Ouais, c'est mieux avec un gilet. Mettre en rouge. Chemise. On va mettre la troisième. Mettre en rouge. Maillot. Mettre en blanc. Comme ça fait bien. Mettre un petit bretelle. Comme à l'époque. Mettre des gants aussi. Hop. Il y a plein de trucs. Équipement pour armes. Je peux pas. Le deuxième. Pas changer la couleur. Ok. Ça la pète pote. On va laisser comme ça. Et c'est tout. En quittant la robe, vous validez votre tenue. Tout à fait.
That looks more comfortable. Hawley,
Here, madam.
your very good health. I suppose it beats dying,
Mrs. Leclerc's husband was murdered by one of his business partners.
And I intend to find out which one. Or rather, I intend for you to find out. And kill them. You're the only person I could possibly trust to do whatever it takes. Because you and your accomplices, you're the only other victims of their lies still alive. You see, you walked into the town at approximately the same time my husband was shot in the back, but by another gun, firing different bullets to those you possessed when you were arrested. These bullets, this was their mistake. You were rounded up and sentenced to death, all because you came to town and didn't talk too much and seemed like you were nasty. Anyway, here they are, the people who run Blackwater. Mr. Jeremiah Shaw, banker, real estate speculator, and crook. Mr. Amos Lansing, ranch owner, speculator, and crook. Mrs. Grace Lansing, his wife, society patroness, lover of the arts, crook, and my former best friend. Teddy Brown, her disgraced brother, outlaw, wanted man, and still in contact with them. All I ask of you is your help in finding out quite what happened.
Mrs. Leclerc would like to help you get back on your feet. Get back to work.
Whatever your work may be, I don't judge. You want to rob? Rob. You want to save innocent folk? Do that as well. But you need me just as much as I need you. I think we all understand each other.
I hope we do.
Good. I look forward to rewarding you for killing those who made me a widow. My husband was a true believer in this country and in the West. He was killed for greed. Foul greed when there's quite enough for everybody. I don't care what your scruples are as to killing. I will take the full burden of that sin upon my shoulders. Goodbye, for now. Then Hawley, go introduce him to nice Mr. Cripps.
I think you'll like Cripps well enough. He's long past his prime, of course, but he hasn't gone entirely crazy just yet. And he will help you, better than most of his ilk. Cripps! Get up!
Hello, partner. Harley.
This is your new boss.
Oh, pleased to meet you, partner. J.B. Cripps at your service.
We'll pay to get your camp established. Mrs. Leclerc is a generous benefactor.
And, where are we headed?
Sélectionnez l'emplacement de votre camp. Installation pour vous. Pied pour déplacer votre camp. Ok. Hop. Ah, là c'est voir, invitation. Groupe, journal, écurie. Rejoindre rapidement. Ok. Camp. Et là, t'as plusieurs basés. Petit camp, grand camp. Grand camp c'est 2-2. Ça va. Et là, je me dis où c'est quoi. Ah, il y en a 13. Ok.
Oh,
C'est le
sir.
début, sinon on est
While
obligé
Cripps is
ici.
establishing your camp, perhaps you can go to the station and see the clerk, then head to see Clay Davies. He's a horse thief and not a terribly nice one. Then meet Cripps back at your camp.
See you shortly, boss.
Good luck.
Vieille Carnation. Allez, c'est parti. On va aller à Valentine, à la gare. Est-ce que c'est loin? Est-ce que c'est loin? Est-ce que c'est loin? Du coup, la carte est déverrouillée partout. Ah ouais, j'ai jamais été... J'ai encore jamais débloqué cette zone-là en plus. Ici aussi, j'ai jamais été en fait. Ok. Là, il y a plusieurs villes. Ok. C'est des petites villes en fait. Ah non, je vois pas Valentine, je vois ici. Ok. Bon. C'est parti. Aller à la gare de Benedict. Oula, il y a des serpents, je crois, non? Ça fait stylé avec le désert. J'ai jamais été au désert. Ça a l'air propre ici. C'est pas grave. Salut mec. Alors, il y a quoi? Je fais la tête, salut la main. Descendre le. D'interaction. D'accord. Salut la main.
Howdy, stranger.
Qu'est-ce que je peux faire? Je peux l'insulter. Je fais la tête. Ok. C'est toi qui je dois parler? Non. Mettez à l'intérieur. Hop. Salut gars.
Hello. You must be Harley's friend. He's one of us. He said you also were a discouraged man. I'm very discouraged. Disappointed Alden, that's me. Anyway, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I find your reticence charming. Real charming. By the way, I heard you might want to earn a little money. Well, some gentlemen have been robbing our stages, and they are not part of the club, if you catch my meaning. If you can make them go away, I'm sure they will have something of interest to you. They're up near Gap Tooth Ridge. See what you can do, okay? Here, by the way, a catalog. The latest issue. Just came into this armpit from a land more civilized. And if all works out, well, my colleagues and I move around these stations as needed. And all of us are very discouraged. We will all help a fellow sufferer with pertinent information. Good afternoon, sir.
Merci gars. Allez à Rio. Ok. La connerie de poche est disponible quand vous passez en mode exploration. Il vous permet d'ajouter des objets lorsque vous explorez le monde du jeu. Ok. Alors c'est parti. Est-ce que c'est loin? Ah non, c'est juste à côté. Bon, il n'y a pas de pause, c'est normal. Hop, c'est parti. Ah ouais, on voit la fumée là-bas, ça doit être ici. monter avec le cheval. Avec là, allez. Tu peux. Yes. Tu peux la filmer là-bas? Chercher le repère, ouais, ça doit être ça. Hein. Ça doit être fait là, non? J'ai pas de jumelles. Non, j'ai pas de jumelles. Ah voilà, c'est là-bas, je m'en doutais bien. Les repères de bande peuvent apparaître en mode exploration. D'accord, ça c'est cool. Et on les volait quoi. Je vais tuer à quoi? Bah, j'ai pas le choix. On voit leur repère, ok. Oui, regarde. Oh, je suis loupé. Allez, lève-toi. Oh la chatte qu'il y a. Hop, glissade. Toi, t'es mort. Oh, je l'ai vu. Ah, je te compte. Ah, je pouvais pas le tuer. J'avais plus de balles. Hop. T'es où toi? Je peux pas le mettre. Ah, je peux pas le mettre le sang-froid. Ok. On va fouiller les corps. Hop. Du coup je peux. Ah non, ça ramasse les balles directement. Ok. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a ici? Il n'y a rien. Hop. Munitions. Ok, quand je ramasse l'arme, ça ramasse les munitions. C'est la même arme quoi. Fouiller le repère, ouais. 23 centimes. Oui, mais il y a des choses ici. Ça c'est quoi? Oh non, je peux pas prendre.
Okay.
Ah.
Okay. You're good.
Qu'est-ce que tu fais ici toi?
Real good, friend. Here.
Il y
Take
en a qui
this.
vous entournent.
It's a map. Just
Prendre la carte. Easy. Tu bouges pas. Maintenir pour ouvrir la sacoche. Il avait quoi lui? Il avait que 8 centimes sans lui. Tiens! Ça t'apprendra à me tirer dessus. Là, je te fouille. Il doit y avoir des trucs à fouiller ici. Il n'y a pas de l'alcool là, tiens. Hop. Ça c'est pour moi. Est-ce qu'il y a autre chose? Ici il y en a. Des conserves. Café. C'est tout, il y avait que ça? Si, non. Il y a des boîtes. Non. Ça non plus, il n'y a rien. Ok. On peut se casser. Donc, je dois ouvrir ma sacoche, ouvrir la carte. Carte au trésor, je pense. Ok, zone de recherche, ça marche. On va fouiller un trésor. C'est parti. comme les trucs. Les avis vibre la manette en fait. On ouvre le coffre. Un lingot d'or. Rang 2. Lingot d'or permet d'acheter ou de débloquer certains objets plus tôt. Mais je peux le temps de... Je sais dans la boutique pour améliorer votre rang. Besoin d'un pause. D'accord. L'argent vient d'acheter un produit. Le magasin. Vous avez découvert de cartes de compétences. Vous pouvez acheter votre première carte de compétences. Vous pouvez acheter des cartes de compétences. L1. D'accord, c'est en haut là. 10, 20 et triangle. Ok. D'accord. Rang 10, rang 20 et rang 40. Sang-froid, passif 1, passif 2, passif 3. Ok, on va ouvrir. Ah, je vais ouvrir entre les... Libérer. Dans votre sang, vous pouvez marquer voisine avec des cibles. Votre santé se régénère lentement si vous subissez des dégâts. Votre sang-froid. On va prendre le premier, je te relève votre sang-froid vous permet de marquer les cibles. Je t'appuie sur X. Après, je peux améliorer le truc. Ok. Ah, je peux tous. Ah, non, ah ouais, après c'est payant, ok. 50 $. Utiliser. Voilà. Hop. Hop. Est-ce que c'est loin? Ça va. C'est parti, on a le sang-froid maintenant. Mince. Commencer. Ok. Conseille d'aller voir plaire. Ah, c'est en joueur 1 contre carte. Un trafic de chevaux. Je pense que je ferai ça à la prochaine vidéo. Je vous dis à bientôt pour un autre épisode sur Red Dead Redemption 2 en ligne. À bientôt.